I have to introduce.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. I am Dr. Omkar Sangita Diliprao Sonone from Team AFMG. And today we are glad that we have with us Dr. Swadha, who has successfully cleared her FMG exam in her first attempt in December 2021 session. I would first of all wholeheartedly like to congratulate Dr. Swadha on her success. And today we will be seeking some answers to the questions usually students have before they begin their preparations for FMG. So, Dr. Swada, I'm pretty sure that you would be euphoric right now, but would still like to ask you, how do you feel after crossing the 150 mark now?
Thank you, Dr. Omkar. It's very difficult for me to express how I actually feel because I'm still feeling it is so surreal. But thanks for every effort that every faculty from the AFMG they have put on in the whole procedure, and like the whole comfort that I got throughout the whole phase of preparing for the exam. That I'm happy. I'm happy now. Really
Great,
happy.
great. So, I would first of all like to introduce yourself to our audience, mentioning the university name from where
Yes.
you pursued your MBBS from.
Yes. Okay, sir. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Swadha Pandey. I graduated from Smolensk State Medical University, Russia, 2015 batch, and I gave my FMG on December 12, 2021, and successfully cleared with 176 marks.
Great. So you have a great score. So in line with the same question, I would like to ask you, as you mentioned your score, that's a good one though, because people were mentioning that the exam pattern was quite difficult this time, or maybe it was different from the conventional pattern. So how did you manage to score a good score, and what was your perception about the exam?
Indeed, sir. I believe the exam pattern was very different than the previous 10 years because before, as per like the exam questions that we have solved from the previous year, all the recall session and as well as the seniors, before we used to get more image-based questions and clinical-based questions. This time around, we got clinical questions as well, but they were image-based, like less image-based question and not related to it. But this time the examiner was trying to I believe that examiner was trying to judge the students on the basis of the preclinical subjects more than the clinical aspect. And about the preparation, I believe it was difficult, but as long as I mean, as we have been taught in AFMG as well, the notes were pretty much enough for clearing the exam because I never had any source like PrepLadder or Marrow or any online basis. I was pretty new to everything. Never had any senior who could tell me what to do. So I was solely and I was faithfully dependent on AFMG and the guidance that has been provided by you, Dr. Vinayak, Dr. Vikas. You guys have been repeatedly giving us encouragement. I still remember initially when I started the coaching from, I guess, in 12th June, I joined. Every night before sleeping, on the WhatsApp chat, Dr. Vikas used to put MCQs just to test us. But even though if we are solving it right or wrong, he used to like mention that it's okay to make mistake now. It's okay to make mistakes and but learn from it and prepare yourself. And I feel that was major. Everyone studied hard, but in this exam, I feel the presence of mind was more important. How you're dealing with it. And I believe AFMG gave us like enough confidence because I still remember attending the chanting sessions with you and Dr. Vinayak. You guys used to say like, bolo, repeat karo, mistake karo, abhi karo, baad mein mat karo. Learn from it, and that played a major role in my exam.
Great, great, great. So, what I can derive from your answer is two important facts. That first thing, that the exam always tests your presence of mind, and that's the most important thing. Irrespective of the knowledge you have gained, you should be stable, and your mind should be stable on the exam day itself. And the second thing being, all the efforts that have been taken by the FMG faculty fruitfully have been successful, and they have helped you all over. And we are very
Yes,
glad to hear that. I
yes.
would now
Thank you, sir.
like to ask you because people are just starting their preparations for this June 2022 now.
Yes.
So for that, I would like to ask you, how did you start? Like, what was your plan initially? Because people are still confused. There are so many options to be chosen. There are so many platforms. So how to choose wisely and then how to step into the first phase?
according to my experience, I would just like tell that initially when you start studying, because as a foreign graduate, we are not aware about like what are the materials that we have to need and what are the things that we need to be informed about. I believe like in the initially the till November, I believe I was more into learning and grasping the concept of every subject more than memorizing it. And from November to December, the last 2 months, I just started going through my notes and memorizing, things which are need to be memorized, and solving MCQs. That is a must for clearing exam. You have to start practicing MCQ every day so that you get used to it. And by the end, you have to like make sure that you sit down and without going through your pages, you have to practice MCQs so that you'll be able to deal with the exam itself, not to get sleepy or nervous. You have to train yourself for it. So in the first phase, I believe you need to educate yourself more than memorizing and grasping in notes from here and there,
Yeah.
or listening to anybody. Ye padho, wo padho. I believe that you should more concentrate on what you want to plan and go with that rather than changing it again and again as per your seniors or any friend of yourself. So that's what I believe.
That's very much important, Dr. Swada, because I have seen people always. I used to mention that this should be the case. You should follow a single source. Still, we tell the students the same thing, but they tend to deviate. They get off track. They listen to many advices, and that's totally fine. But now I hope that the students listen to you and just follow a single source till the end, and that might be fruitful for them as well. And as you mentioned about MCQs, I would like to ask, the second question was based on the same thing, that how important is it to solve MCQs or to attend test series? And were the AFMG test series helpful for you?
Yes. Oh, thank you for this question, because AFMG test series has been helpful for me. Me and my friends, we used to solve just before exam. We made sure that we go through every AFMG test series that we have done, and it really helped us with the exam as well. Because the more MCQ you'll solve, the easier it will be for you to understand how the question has been presented to you.
Right.
There's some question you'll get directly, and there are certain lines like you'll be getting a question, but there'll be a last word of except, and you can
Yeah.
ruin the answers because not reading the question properly. So solving MCQ every day and is very helpful. So AFMG used to conduct, I guess AFMG used to conduct like after the end of every subject, there used to be test about it, and discussion. Especially discussion is more important than the test, I believe.
True.
So after the test, there should be a discussion and more learning. You learn more through solving, especially when it comes to competitive exams. So it helped me quite a lot.
That's true. That's true. That's very much important, as you mentioned about discussion, because most of us like tend to solve a number of MCQs, but what we tend to forget is we also need to analyze or at least have a discussion of that properly. So that what plays a major role, I feel so as well. Thank you so much. Then please tell us about that. How did AFMG play a role in your preparations, and was that significant?
So as I've mentioned before, I never had any other source. I never prepared myself before my graduation. People are studying since third year and fourth year. I started studying the day I joined AFMG, and it has played a major role in my life, especially when it comes to the faculty. Not even with the studies. You guys have motivated us, because sometimes studying too hard all the time, it does kind of get it affects you mentally. But the teachers have been nice enough and kind enough and open enough that we could text or ask you for help, and you guys have always been helpful. The Spark session, every day we used to solve MCQs on WhatsApp, Telegram. It helped us a lot, and all the motivation quotes that we got from Vikas, it played a major role, especially for me. It did.
It does for everyone, rather. I have also been experiencing the same thing. So, yeah. So, thank you for that. Like, we are glad to hear that AFMG was a major part of your preparations, though. Now, in line with the same one, as you mentioned about Spark sessions or any other revision sessions for that matter, I would like to ask you how important is the revision and what was your plan for the revision? Because everybody has a different plan. I would like to ask your plan for the revision, and also would like to ask you, like, we have different programs, QRS ho gaya, chanting sessions, test and discussions. So how you did you integrate those for your revision purpose? Go ahead.
Yes, definitely. So before any chanting session or discussion, I used to make sure that I go through the subject at least once, so that when we are going through the chanting, at least I know where the topic is from. And I feel more than studying, revision is more important. Rather than studying everything, you should revise things that you like at least. That at least you should be confident about it, because before exam, I feel confidence plays a major role. If you're not confident enough about the things that you have studied, then it's meaningless to go further. Uh, so just before exam, I still remember the last month there used to be chanting and discussion and image-based sessions every day, online or offline. Both the options were available, and it helped me quite a lot because I used to read through things, and just after that, I used to attend the image-based sessions. It used to make my memory more clear. It used to give me a clarity, and it helped me a lot.
Great, great. So that's what matters actually. And as I always say, before coming to chanting sessions, you need to just glance through your notes once, because definitely all those does not guarantee your success, but you reading and you revising things will definitely guarantee and assure your success for sure. My next question to you, Dr. Swadha, would be, as you mentioned about motivation by Dr. Vikas as well. So, what was the major factor that played a role? Like, along with AFMG, was there any other motivating factors for you which kept you on track?
So the only thing kept me on track was to just become a doctor as soon as I can, and obviously to make my family feel proud. But that's what I said earlier as well. More than education, I believe the exam does not test your ability to answer the question, but to integrate it and analyze it. So through the motivation that I got from the teachers and faculty and everyone around me, all my friends, it has actually given me a comfort that it's okay to not know things, but at least be sure about the things that you know. At least be confident with that, not to lose yourself, because it gets quite suffocating studying all the time, and everyone around you is studying. Uh, people in people around you might will come and tell you that they have done this and that, and you might have not done that particular subject, and it kind of demotivates you a lot. But as I've said before, like Vikas sir used to tell us that if you don't feel like studying, just don't do that at that point. But make sure when you come back again, you do it extra hard. You should give your best, and like not compare yourself to others. That is the major ghost that haunts you a lot, that if you're comparing yourself with how the other person is studying, and that also affects the way you study. So if you make a plan, go through with it, make yourself feel confident with clearing the task that you have assigned to yourself, rather than comparing it with a friend. कि इसका इतना हो गया, then I have to do this. It's not necessary. You just do what you know and be confident about it. And like preclinical subjects are definitely important. This time around in the exam, it was majorly based on things like biochemistry,
Yeah.
microbiology, and AFMG has been so grateful because the faculty, Vikas sir used to give us chanting every day of every bacteria.
True.
There were so many questions from that itself. And Dr. Priyansh Jain sir, his way of teaching biochemistry is so amazing that thanks to that, I was able to solve the question. My first paper went so amazing because of
Great.
that. So rather than meeting people in the library from different coaching centers or Marrow or like Prepara and other fields, and going through with their notes and collecting it from the nearby printout station, you should make your own notes, because it does help you a lot when you write things. When you know it, you have written it, it goes to your mind easily. That's what I did. I used to write things down. I used to make a lot of sticky notes, and there used to be sticky notes around in my entire house. And just before exam, I never opened a book. There were all sticky notes in my hand, and I was just reading through it, and it helped me. It helped me a lot. So notes are very important.
Great. So, so much thankful for you actually clearing each and every point, because, like, I have been telling students for multiple times now, like, these are the things to be done, but definitely coming from a person like you, it will like have a greater outreach definitely. And so thankful for that. As you mentioned about multiple revisions, the primary source should be your notes. making sticky notes for the things that you forget or most important and common things. Then apart from that, preclinical subjects, I feel you are one of the few students those are saying that paper one was easy for them, because
Yeah.
most of them gave us the
Preclinical, yes.
other one, yeah, that
Yeah.
the other interpretation for the paper one. So like this was only done because you were actually very sure with your preclinical subjects, and people tend to do mistakes over there when they skip those preclinical subjects.
Yeah.
So that means that each and every subject is important, and that plays a major role. Thank you so much
Yes.
for that. Then I would definitely like to ask you that what was the different thing that you did in the last 10 to 15 days? Was it the same that you practiced in the first 3 to 4 months of your preparations, or was something different before the
No,
examination?
sir. As I said before, initially my aim in the beginning was to learn things rather than memorizing it. Till November, I tried my best to go through every subject that I could. And by the end, I realized which subjects I can score well and which are my strong points and which are not. So I started with the subjects that I know pretty well. So my favorites were OBG, Gynec, biochemistry, and microbiology and surgery. They were my favorite subjects. And
Great.
like even though ENT and ophthalmo are very easy to score, I find it very difficult because there are a lot of things to memorize. So I
Yeah.
made sure that these subjects I do very nicely. So in the beginning of my revision session, I tried revising these subjects more as much as I can. And after that, I just stopped and I only taught MCQ of all these subjects every day. And I started practicing subjects that I don't know pretty well, like ophthalmo and ENT and the other remaining clinical subjects. So I believe it's revision. By the end, I was not learning anything new. I was not listening to people coming to me and
True.
telling me, "Ki you should study this."
Yeah.
That I have not written on my notes because it hampers you a lot. It gives you
Right.
anxiety that what is why do I not know about this? I just stick to what I already know, and I did not try to like. I used to say, like make people like I used to stay away from them. Like please do not give me my space and let me study what I already have, and I stick to that. And thanks to that, because it I mean in initially like if you make notes, you just see in AFMG the notes are not that big. They're very
Yeah.
precise, very short, but they're very necessary. They are very
True.
important, and each and every line I believe that I have written because I don't have any other source. Only the notes that I have made help me and through the exam, and that's how I cleared. So study, learn in the beginning, and just know what all you know, what you can do, and just work according to that. And by the end, just stop taking things from anybody, stop listening to people, stick with what you have, study that only, and revise that, and solve questions every day. As much as
Great.
time you can get, just solve.
Great. Great. So again, two very important things to be derived. First thing is make your own notes and keep revising them. And the second important thing that you definitely mentioned is not take any advice from anyone, whatever they have. Like that might be the best advice. Please stick to your own schedule. That's most important. वही नैया पार लगाएगा तुम्हारी. Like that's the important
Yeah,
thing.
that is true.
Yeah. Now, a last question to you, Dr. Swada, would be what advice would you like to give to all the FMG aspirants of June 2022 and further? Because I hope you are the best one to give the advice, because you have been so precise and so conclusive about all the things. So go ahead, please.
Okay, so to all the people who are appearing for the June FMG 2022, I would like to tell you all that please do not be anxious, do not get scared. Clearing FMG is not that difficult as long as you have faith in yourself. Just stick to what you know, study what you know, and take time of leisure. You don't have to study 24/7. You can take breaks, you can listen to music, keep yourself entertained, but make sure that you come back and you do not forget your goals. Do not listen to anybody. Do not pick up anybody else's plan. Make your own, stick to that, work hard, laugh a lot. I used to keep myself entertained every day. I could only initially I could not study for more than 15 minutes, and I slowly I got my time, and like I started giving time to studies, but I made sure that I take break every now and then so that I can have a refreshed mind that
Yeah.
can help me study more. So do not be depressed in Gautam Nagar looking at people, you know, with their backs down every time looking at the book. Look ahead, look at your bright future, keep yourself confident, motivate yourself, talk to your teachers, talk to your friends, and give your best. Do not take pressure. That's it. That's all
That's
I
the
can
most
say.
important advice. Be happy while you prepare as well. That should
Yeah.
not be a thing that gets you demotivated, rather. Take time for leisure, and that's the most important advice I feel.
Yes.
So, with this, Dr. Swada, we come to an end of this amazing interview. And we are really very grateful that to have you over and get answers for the questions. And that answers were so precise and so good that even I had a thought that I would have listened to this interview before my preparations even. So,
So
yeah, go
I
ahead,
would
please.
like to thank you. I have attended your chanting session offline as well as online. So you are very motivating as a person. So I have never like the discussion and revision never felt so fun because I still remember we used to chant and we used to make the wrong mistake and we used to stop us and like no, this is wrong, and then we all used to laugh and used to continue studying. So thank you a lot, sir. Thank you to the AFMG. I have never been so grateful to anything because this has been a very major achievement in my life, and I'm thankful to you guys.
It is all a pleasure. Thankful to you that you have been studying really hard, and we would like